Yeah, before you know it, you'll be teaching classes at Oxford. The gentleman next door in this room was saying we never actually get to hear the story. We always, we hear about these entrepreneurs and then we hear about this big success and what's the actual story. And this is a chance to actually hear it. I mean, when you go all in, then you realize that this is actually now something, it's make or break. Your name is on it, your reputation is involved. At that moment, what did you then see as sort of just the biggest, most daunting challenge that you would have to overcome? Did you see it at that period, or maybe you saw it at a later point in the business? But what was sort of the really critical things that would keep you up at night?
Yeah. So let me first say, it just starts with, listening to that voice inside. It's already crazy. By the time you're taking that big jump, there's a lot of things you're thinking about. You don't know whether you're going to get the right team. You don't know whether you're going to get money to take it to the next level. You don't know whether that thing is going to grow. Possibly you're the only one in the team who believes in it, and convincing all the other people required me to convince myself and to tell myself this thing is going to work out. And that's why, again, I took the big jump. But again, down the line, and of course, depending on the stage where we were, we faced different challenges. From the time we had the idea to the time, we went to a prototype stage, all of it came with different challenges. But again, at least I can say 3 challenges that stood out as the key, throughout that whole journey was one, getting good local talent. It's very easy to see the talent, but again, it's very hard to get them, and basically, invest in them, make them believe and have the passion that you have. It's very, very hard. One of the things that my team and I found very easy to do was training those guys, because the languages we coded in, like Python and Django, we could take them through that in an overnight. But again, getting the passion and hungry people was really, really hard. And so for us, we didn't go to the hubs to look for this because we knew we were not going to get them. So we went out of our way. We went to universities, career fairs. We spent a lot of time there. We saw hungry guys who were willing to just learn. And then we told those guys, look, we're investing in you, and you have to make this promise to us that you're going to be with us. And those guys grew with us, and we made them believe in our vision. So, talent was one of the hardest, to get that talent, retain them, encourage them, and make them to be part of that vision. The second one was, of course, scaling. When I say scaling, I think it goes all the way, because, you have an idea, then what? So you've nurtured that idea through the hubs and many, many other programs that exist. But now taking it to the next level is then, what is the execution point of that idea? And I think for us, we had scaling from different levels. That's the tech and our systems, as well as the team. And basically, there's a lot of things that had to do with scaling, which money has to be part of it. And so, we had, again, back to the talent, scaling that technical talent, scaling our systems was a big challenge because we didn't have enough money and resources. So we relied on networks like the IBM as part of our partnerships to then help us with the infrastructure, which wasn't so easy because it came at a price. And of course, we had to understand their systems, their infrastructure, which was also crazy. And then going down to scaling as our customers continued. We actually lost a lot of customers at the beginning because of that problem. So our customers grew and they really liked our product, but again, they grew, and they were like, now what next? What are you going to provide to us? And of course, we had to think of value additions. And of course, we needed to get resources, we needed to get the right people to advise us, the right mentorship, and a clear understanding of the market. And of course, that ties in with my third key challenge, which is cash flow. As any entrepreneur, I think if there is anything that you need to be looking at every minute, and I found myself looking at that every minute, was the cash flow. It's the oxygen of the business. And most of the time, if you don't have the oxygen, it means you're just about to die. And for us, and I remember at some point during our growth stage, my co-founders and I just met, and we were like, we need to just stop doing this business. It's dead. Our cash flow was just on a shoestring. And of course, at that point, we had to think about ways to revive that oxygen back, which was the cash flow. And I think that's what makes us different. That's what made us different. If you ask me about our challenges, we didn't let our challenges immobilize us. We basically went out of our way and we started looking at ways, how can we make the cash flow become positive? Can we get our customers to pay us upfront? Because now we have shown them the value. can we get other people to support us? And of course, speaking of Joe Mushel, who was our investor, I think the relationship we had was more of a mentorship, because when we had cash flow issues, he came in and gave us, support. And
Not with more money, but with actually trying to help you understand
exactly
how to manage your cash flow.
Yes, exactly. And so he brought in the right people in the business, financial guys who came in and said, cut your salaries. I remember that was one of the hardest time in the business. We almost went to zero and said, now we have to grow this business. And so, this is how it's going to be. And so if you don't have those structures and processes in place, I think it's very easy to break down and fail. And